Okay. Hey, everybody. This is going to be a really quick live. Daniel has been buying some really fun, nifty little things because if you know me and have followed me for any period of time, you know I've been talking about wanting to do a podcast called Be Inspired. And so every time it's time to start, Daniel's like, come on, let's do it. And then I'm like, oh, but we need this. Oh, but we need that. So now has everything in place. So I thought it would be fun for us just to try to engage with folks for just a minute and play a little game called Marriage Minute. Daniel almost bailed on me because he's like, what is this game exactly? But I thought, okay, it would be fun. Maybe we just ask each other a fun little marriage related question live and have a little fun with you guys and with each other. So prior to the live starting, I prepped Daniel with the fact that I get to ask you anything and you get to ask me anything. What do you think about this game, Daniel?
Very wrong.
Very what?
Very wrong.
Okay. He was not agreeable, but in order to get him to get me on live, I was like, well, this is the way we do it. So we didn't prep each other with a question. So we're going to ask, we get to make up our own question live on camera and get the other one to answer it. Good, bad, or indifferent. So, you want to go first or you want me to go first?
It's your game. Mm-hmm.
Not ladies first?
No, it's your game, okay?
Okay. Question. My question is, if you could change anything, and this can't be a one-word answer, you have to elaborate. If you could change anything about me, what would it be and why?
Wrong question.
No, Daniel. That's it. You get to ask me anything, I get to ask you anything.
Being a spiritual guy, I love my God. I totally believe that when God creates any person in this world, including you, He molded you perfectly. You know, there's nothing I can change. There's nothing I can hide on you. You know, the way you are, you're perfect. You know, so in other words, any alteration that comes onto you is a violation against God. Okay, so you're supposed to be the way you're supposed to be.
I thought I could stump him. I knew, and I warned him before the game that this cannot be. This is supposed to be spiritual.
Please, if you're right there,
and fun.
Yeah, it is. It is fun.
No,
if you're watching, if you're watching, please rate this and tell us: did I respond it correctly? Did I get 100%, or did I did? Please.
So,
comment.
If you had not started it with being a spiritual guy, you would have gotten 100%. If you just said that from your own perspective, that you're perfect, that would have been amazing. That would have been an awesome answer, but you had to
I always consult the Holy Spirit before I do anything. So quickly, He helped me on that. I believe.
Okay, Daniel. Okay.
Yeah. Should I go next?
It's your turn. Your question.
Well, this question has been on my mind for a long time, you know, and being that we get to talk to a lot of young couples and even older couples, you know, with, you know, a little bit of consultancy all the time. And I get this question, but sometimes, right now I feel like the Holy Spirit has given me the answer and you get to answer it the same way He did. Do you think marriage is an experience? Oh, you know, is that, can I elaborate a little bit more?
Yeah, I feel like that's a little bit vague.
Do you think experience will perfect marriage?
In other words, let me reframe this. When you say...
Why are you reframing my questions? It's my question. You don't have to reframe it.
Personal experience or prior experience? I need clarification.
No, either way, you know. I'll bring it the way I started it. Do you think marriage is experience?
That experience perfects marriage, that you can improve your marriage by...
If that's how you get it, yes.
By having experience. That's actually a hard question. I mean, I think It depends, is my answer. I think it's yes and no because I think of like the early days of marriage and how people tend to be when they're in that honeymoon phase. Um, I mean, a lot of times they don't have experience, especially with each other, and they're getting to know each other and they're doing it in a way that kind of removes all limitations and accepting one another as they are because there's just this like doe-eyed, lovey-dovey thing going on and everything about the person is perfect. And so on that side, I would say no. However, having been together and married for more than a decade, I would say, like in some ways, certainly, but by choice. It's not an automatic. You have to choose to engage and, spend time choosing to develop and grow and learn because it could be the flip, right? That experience, those experiences that you have with each other could also cause your marriage to devolve if you're not developing and growing and improving how you relate to each other, your communication, etc. So my answer to that would be it depends. There's not a clear cut. It depends on the people. It depends on what type of experience.
50-50, it's experience or not. I know people are evaluating us there and they're going to comment and tell us that do we do a good job of answering these questions or we are not, okay?
I would say there's just not a clear answer to that question. It's different for different people. It's different for how they enter into it and et cetera, et cetera.
All right, your time.
That was it. It was one question. Marriage Minute. It is over. I won't.
Thank you all for watching, and tune up. Most things are coming up. We are planning a lot of things ahead of us. I think we are geared up for different pop-ups as far as podcast is concerned or vlogging is concerned. So we want you to open up. This is our first time doing this. Rate us. Did we do something good or we shouldn't do this? This is a disaster. Because it could be a disaster and we're wasting your time or our time. So please let us know
Never
in the comment section out there and follow these short podcasts however you can. Other than that, have a blessed night and may God protect you. May God give you a dream tonight, a new dream that will elevate you to get into your destiny on and on. May God bless you, and we're looking forward to seeing you in the next.
And I want to do a special shout out to our amazing camera woman, Sydney Tumwesigye.
She's not a woman yet. Okay? Are you a woman yet? No, she's not. Okay.
Shout out to our camera person, woman, girl, rock star, tween.
Okay, that one I'll buy, okay?
Y'all have a good night. We'll talk to you next time.